Hello, Aquarius. Come on in. Welcome to Light Stage Intuitive, or welcome back if you're one of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. I'm going to be doing a general reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Please keep in mind it is general, so it will not resonate completely with all of you. If you find this isn't your message, you might want to check out one of the videos for your other planetary placements. There might be something for you there. And also, this is a timeless reading, so whenever it is that you feel yourself drawn to watch it, that's when the message is intended for you. All right, so let's see what's going on, guys. I am going to start with an oracle card from the Magic of You Oracle deck by Fiona Horn. I will read from the book for that one. I love the messages. And then I will lay out the cards for you, and we will just talk about the energies that come up, whatever it may be. We'll just see what the messages are for you. So, what do we have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What do they need to be reminded of? What message do you have for them today, Spirit? Aquarius. I love you guys so much. Aquarius, please. Effervescence. Cultivate love. Can you see this? It's card number 5. Effervescence. Cultivate love. Love is budding, blooming, and blossoming around you. The energy of new love helps all things grow, not just relationships. The potential for love is limitless right now. All blocks and obstacles are lifting, and the way ahead is clear. Be confident, optimistic, and joyful. If you have drawn this card at a time you are feeling lonely or disillusioned by love, it is a sign to cultivate love in other areas in order to infuse the arid part of your life with nourishing passion. The more love and joy you can feel in pursuits and aspects, the more this energy will flow into the areas that you feel are lacking. The maiden contemplates the beauty of her life. Her white dress denotes purity and simplicity. Its hem is dipped in violet, which confers spiritual enlightenment. She senses the sweet energy of love and optimism bubbling up and blooming. The green hues of spring and newness form a halo of light around her. She is growing. Yes, you are, Aquarius. You are growing. If you already have this love in your life, I feel like you're being asked to nurture it, to see it, to acknowledge it. And that if you don't have the love in your life, you need to focus love into other areas of your life where you can in order to help it grow and to come in. So let's see, what messages do we have for you guys? Let's get to your tarot. Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on with Aquarius? What's been going on? What are you going through now? Where are you headed? What do you maybe need to become aware of or focus on if you are not already? Let's see one more here. Aquarius. All right, in the heart of the matter, whoa, right off the bat, 3 cards. I don't usually take that many, but I'm going to. You have the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and the King of Cups. Wow, this is definitely about emotion. Very emotional. Could be about a relationship, a creative endeavor. Whatever it is, you're very emotionally invested in this. There's some confusion, indecision about what choice to make. I feel like you have a lot of options, a lot of choices. Some of them are more clear than others. Some of them look really good, but there's something that's calling you to another choice. And there's confusion about it. It's the 10 of Cups. You feel like whatever this choice is, you feel like is either you already are and I'm sure that you are incredibly abundant with emotion and options in your life in a lot of ways, but I feel like this choice is going to lead you to this 10 of Cups. And here you are. This could be the person. It could be someone that you're trying to make a choice about. It could be you in this energy. Very, very emotional. This is water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Maybe you have it in your chart. Maybe this person on your mind has it in their chart. Or it's just the energy that you are in. You feel this very deeply. It's very mature. It's King of Cups. Very mature energy. It's not sappy. It's got a lot of depth to it. King of Cups feels things incredibly, incredibly deeply. However, they are in control of their emotions. They are not controlled by their emotions. I'm going to get one crossing card for this before I move it up. The crossing card is the 10 of Pentacles. And somehow you know that this is going to lead to your stability, your security. Either you feel or you know that this choice is going to lead you to the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, which is ultimate fulfillment, satisfaction, stability, security, love, everything, the fulfilling career, the deep, passionate, romantic relationship. Or somehow you feel like following this 10 of Cups could potentially threaten your 10 of Pentacles or your stability and security. We'll get some clarification on that. What you have above you is the Knight of Swords. This is someone, can be you, someone in your environment. Knight of Swords. Swords are air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It could definitely be you. I mean, you are Aquarius. But this is, Knight of Swords is someone who is coming in with the truth. They're ready to charge in and take action, deliver a message. There's something that they want to be known, and they have a lot of motivation behind it. Knights are about action. Action messages can be an offer, could have to do with higher education, truth, clarity. We'll see. What you have beneath you in your subconscious is the Lovers. It's a choice. I feel like, I mean, this is in your subconscious, but I also feel like you're incredibly aware of this. It's not particularly hidden from you. Of course, timing is fluid, so it depends on when this is happening in your life. Could have happened, be happening, or happen in the future. But the Lovers, this is a very deeply felt connection, very passionate love, spiritual, past life, twin flame, soulmate, however that resonates with you. Just very, very deep bond. It can also often, this is the card of Gemini, the Lovers often indicates a choice. There's a choice that has to be made. Could be between two people, a life, your lifestyle might have to change, because of this relationship. But there's a choice that has to be made. But this is very powerful. It's a very powerful connection. It's not something that you take lightly, clearly. I mean, it's really the focus of what's going on for you right now. In your immediate past is the Magician. So, Magician is also a card of Gemini. 2 cards of Gemini here. You could be dealing with a Gemini. You could have a lot of Gemini in your chart. We are in the season of Gemini right now as I'm doing this reading, so that could definitely be part of that as well. The Magician is it's mercurial energy. It can also be Virgo. But the Magician, and also it's all of the elements, because the Magician is master of the elements, earth, air, fire, and water. And through spirit, they are able to alchemize anything. The Magician is a great manifester. So you could have manifested this. They could have manifested this. But someone was manifesting. Someone created this. Someone brought this into being. Focused their intention on it. Okay. Your advice or how you're feeling is the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is incredibly stable, secure, very mature, has experienced a lot of life, has a lot of wisdom. Someone who is very aware of how to create their stability and their security. Maybe someone who's very practical and plans. Someone who is not just going to go rushing in. They know the best course of action because they've paid attention. They've seen. They've lived. They know this is a very, very stable place to be. Very grounded. Your environment is the 8 of Cups. So you can take it how it resonates. Either you are walking away from something or someone in your environment, in your life is walking away. This is a card about walking away, about choices, about leaving something in the past to move toward the future, to follow a different path. This is 8 of Cups. Whatever it is that's being walked away from is something significant. Those are 8 cups, a lot of love, a lot of time, a lot of focus and energy and life together was put into filling those 8 cups, but ultimately the decision is to walk away from that, to move forward. Can be, whether if you're not actually leaving a relationship or someone's not actually leaving you, you're leaving the way it has been in the past, and moving towards something new. In your hopes and fears, death. Of course, that makes sense. I mean, right? I've seen this in this position a few times. Who doesn't, who doesn't fear death? Not the literal death, but, some of us may fear literal death as well, but this death is change, death is rebirth, transition, transformation. This, I love this death card because it has the phoenix on it. The death card is a card of Scorpio, and they're symbolized, I feel like they have 4. They have a snake, a lizard, the phoenix, and I forgot what the eagle. The snake, the lizard, the eagle, and the phoenix. Those are all symbols of Scorpio, and I love that this card has the phoenix because that's what Scorpio is. They go through the refiner's fire in order to arise reborn from their own ashes as the phoenix, with all that wisdom and experience and knowledge and intuition. So there's a fear of change, and there's a hope for change. Either way, it's going to be transformative. For the potential outcome, strength. This is a card of Leo. This is going to make you stronger. Okay, in the bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man. That's the overall energy of this reading. So this is a position where I feel like this is where you are right now, kind of where you've been. You've chosen to go within, to look at the situation, to really look at your life, to look at what needs to fall away, what needs to die, and what needs to be fed and nurtured in order to provide for your 10 of Cups and your, 10 of Cups, because I was crossing, 10 of Cups and your 10 of Pentacles. You're doing a lot of evaluating, a lot of deep soul searching, looking for enlightenment. This is emotional and spiritual, very, very much so. And then with the Strength card, it's going to require a lot of strength from you. It's going to develop your strength. You're going to have to rely on your strength. And I feel like a message that I have for you here is it's about taming the lion, not killing it. Taming the lion. Using your compassion and your intuition, I keep thinking, my mother always used to say this, you draw more bees with honey than vinegar. And it's knowing when to use your force and when to use your softer side to do that. It's asking you, I feel like you're going to be asked to evaluate, look at that, and really try to use your discernment as to how to apply your strength. All right, let's get some clarification. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's get some more info on this for you guys. What else can you tell us, please? What else for Aquarius? All right, clarifying the heart of the matter and what's crossing you. I got 2. All right, yeah. The ending of, you have all 10s here. Not all, but you have 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. 10 is the end of a cycle. And with the World here, again, the end of a cycle. The world has turned, the world is turning. One cycle has ended, and it is time, whether you want to, whether you're ready for it or not, the next cycle is beginning. But this next cycle is going to bring an end to this conflict. You've been struggling a lot mentally, really beating yourself up, nightmares, thinking about this option, that option, this, what if I do this, what if I do that, but what if they do this? This is coming to an end. This is all about your fulfillment, ultimate fulfillment, and I do Wow. We'll get more clarification before I get ahead of myself. Huge change, new path in your life, new direction. Whether it's with a new person, with the same person, whether it's your direction and relationship with yourself, definitely the end of a cycle and the beginning of something new. Clarifying what's above you is the Seven of Cups, Knight of Swords. Again, okay, so you have this. Nope, that was my last reading. I'm so sorry. Seven of Cups is indecision or confusion about a decision, an emotional decision. You have a lot of full cups in front of you, a lot of choices. Some of them are not as clear as others. Some may be more appealing than others, but you feel like others may have something to them. It's just a very confusing time, which is why I feel like you have this Knight of Swords here. The Knight of Swords is decisive. The Knight of Swords is truthful. The Knight of Swords looks at all of the options. I feel like you're being asked to really balance your emotion and your intellect and your logic in making this choice and looking at these options. Clarifying what is beneath you. Is the Empress. That's beautiful. Taurus or Libra, Venus energy or Venus energy. The Empress is incredibly abundant. She is the mother, the nurturer, the caregiver. She has wisdom and vision and healing energy. She's very abundant. She makes you feel at home. This is the divine feminine. I feel like this relationship is about your Empress. Either you, the Empress, or your Empress. Masculine, feminine, doesn't matter. If you are a woman, and it doesn't matter. It's the Empress energy, and I feel like this is your person. Clarifying your current or your advice or your how you're feeling. Two of Cups. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You know that this relationship, this thing that you're trying to decide between, if it is two people, or if it isn't between two people, but just whether or not to choose your own independence or to choose this relationship is incredibly significant. This is soulmate card. It's a new relationship, a very deeply it doesn't have to be new, but maybe new at this time. Maybe you've had connections with this person in the past life. It doesn't matter. It's a very deep, very spiritual, very emotional connection, and you feel very secure about it, very stable about what this connection is and what it means to you. Clarifying the Eight of Cups in your environment. Ten of Pentacles. You have the Ten of Pentacles twice. I think there's a lot of concern about how this is going to affect your stability and your security, but I feel like you're going to be fine. I feel like you'll have everything that you need. You are taken care of and provided for, and I don't mean that you are not putting in the effort to do that for yourself, but I just feel like you have everything you need. You have what you need around you. You also have the Ace of Wands, which is passion, a very passionate new beginning. And I feel like that has a lot to do with why this Eight of Cups, this walking away, is here in this current position. Clarifying the Death card is the Six of Wands in reverse. So Six of Wands is victory. Six of Wands can be travel, movement, quick action, movement towards something that you're very passionate about. I feel like with this card in reverse, that you're afraid that you're afraid you're not going to be victorious. You're afraid you're not going to rise as the phoenix. You're afraid that you will not be successful and that this forward action is not going to happen. It's just your hopes or fears. It's just a fear. It's just a fear. And I do see you. I know you're going to rise as the phoenix. I know that you are, Aquarius. Might feel like you're dying, but you're not. You're going to find yourself through on the other side of that, and you're going to be so much stronger. And clarifying the Strength card is the Four of Wands. This is a card about celebration. Can be a wedding, a marriage, could be graduation from something. It's huge milestone events that are worth celebrating. This is also, and I feel like this is, not all of these readings I've done for the generals have been about love, but I really feel like yours is. This is often called the 1111 card or the twin flame card, which signifies a very deep, deep connection, emotional bond, spiritual connection, incredibly deep, incredibly passionate. I feel like you have known this person many, many lifetimes, if that resonates with you. If it doesn't, you understand what I mean by that when I say the depth of the emotion that you feel in this connection with this person. Wow, that's a beautiful outcome to have there with the Strength. You're going to find the strength to follow that. You can't walk away from it. And you have the Queen of Air. This can be you, Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Queen of Air is very, very direct, very fair, very balanced, very honest, and very direct communicator. I feel like you're going to communicate about this. You're going to find the strength to communicate the significance and the importance of this relationship to you. And I feel like if you choose this, if you follow this path, if you do the work, you are going to come out successful. You are going to be victorious. You are going to have reason to celebrate. Wow, I love it. And on the bottom of the deck, did I shuffle again? I swear it was just Six of Pentacles a second ago. I don't know. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Judgment card or the call. So you're being called to heed or recognize your calling in life. You have a path. There's something you're being asked to step up to do, and it's very significant. It's going to be very significant in your life. It might lead you on a new path, but it is your calling. Wow, I'm going to grab a couple of oracle cards just from The Universe Has Your Back. Just some quick messages to leave you with, what you might need to think about or focus on, be reminded of, some encouragement that you might need, whatever it might be. What do we have for Aquarius, please? What do they need to hear, Universe? Okay, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I like it when they pop out, but they don't always. I just trust my intuition. Happiness is my birthright. You have a calling, and it's going to lead to your happiness. Happiness is my birthright. Don't forget that. It's all of our birthright. Obstacles are detours in the right direction. Obstacles are detours in the right direction. So there will be a few obstacles. I feel like you're kind of going through it right now, but they're just detours to lead you in this right direction, down the path that you're being called to follow. Wow. All right, so I'm going to leave you with that, Aquarius. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope that this helped. If you made it this far, I'm assuming that it probably resonated for you. If it did, I would love it if you would like, share, or subscribe. And otherwise, thank you so much for being here, and I hope I see you again. Love and light.